Hello viewers, chessmates and checkmaters. Here I am Rook-ie King again with the new video. This is my third video. Today let's play our third match. Like, share and subscribe. Do watch my first video and second video if you haven't watched them. It's my third day streak on chess.com as well. Let's play online as usual, the minutes match. Let's start our match and I have an opponent. Opponent's name is Pisonero. I see a bronze division guy against me. I am a wood division player at the moment. As you can see, I started usual and he chose d5. Let me go to defend the pawn in center. He brings in his bishop in defense. I push the knight to control over the center. He brings in knight to attack and defend the center pieces. I push my bishop to defend my pawn in center and gonna castle in next move. He takes on center and my pawn e4. I am at a bad position. I give him a check to save my bishop. He brings in his pawn. Now I don't have any other option saving a piece, and sacrificing one is the only option. Let's save bishop by taking it a position back. Now let's take his pawn with my unused queen. He brings in pawn to take my bishop. I take it back to one square down. He pushes his a7 pawn to a 5. I go for the castle. He pushes his pawn to attack my bishop. I have to lose my bishop at this point anyways. I take his bishop so that it's equal exchange. He takes my bishop, and to remind you he's 3 points ahead in the game. I take back my queen. He brings in his pawn. He is ahead in the game in points and time both. I push my pawn d3. He pushes his e6 pawn. I push my knight in the center. Even if he takes my knight, it is an exchange. He brings in his queen in center. I go for the queen using bishop. He rushes towards my pawn to save himself, attacking my rook. I save my rook sliding on to b1. He takes my other pawn as well. He's 5 points in the game. Now I give him a check using a knight. Let's see what happens next. He's ahead in the game with points as well as time. He takes my hanging knight in the center. I go for queen again using rook. He takes his queen to a safe square. I pushed my pawn to center. Now his queen is forced completely. What is he gonna do is the big question. He slides his queen, but it's protected by bishop and was protected as well. He's still 2 points ahead in the game. I push my rook to attack center and pressurize king. He brings in his knight in the game. I push my pawn, making one of them unprotected. He takes one without thinking. I take his one without thinking as well. He doesn't take my unprotected pawn. He goes for knight into the game. I take his pawn, attacking his knight. He pushes his knight in the center to save the knight. I take on his other knight. Now I am in the lead thinking of points. Twist in the game, he takes my rook. I had to take his bishop. But he is 1 point ahead now. He slides his rook to take my pawn. I want his knight. If he misses my pawn, then I get his knight and save my pawn as well. He takes my pawn and protects knight as well. I bring in my queen, forcing on his pieces. He goes for a castle. I force him completely by diagonally attacking rook, attacking knight and pawn. He brings rook, protecting his rook. I push my pawn just a step forward, not leaving it hanged. He wants to take my rook using knight or rook. I take on his rook using rook without thinking to protect anymore, and it's a good exchange for me. As he takes my rook, I take his rook using queen. He brings down his king to save it from my queen. But I still give him a check. He saves. I push my queen to get his knight. He saves his knight and pressurizes me to move my queen. I give him a check using queen. He pushes his king down. Now I can pull his knight out after checking him using queen d3. Let's see what he does. Next he is gonna lose all his big pieces, and I am completely in the game with a queen and pawns. He just resigned. Let's go guys. Let's end up the video here. See you in the next video. Bye.